Yeah, Big Baby JTV. Like, comment, sub, y'all. Yes, I'm back with a show review. I like doing these. We'll have some fun with it. Let's talk about The Ultimatum. Okay, The Ultimatum, a Netflix show. I'm just gonna start this off, spark it out by saying this show is hot garbage. Okay, this show is hot garbage. It's trash. But let me tell you something. It is entertaining. Okay, let's start off with that. It's hot garbage. It's trash. But ultimately, what is it? Entertaining. And if you're bored and you want to get entertained, you should watch this show. Okay, if you have nothing else to watch, you want to be entertained, you should watch this show. And how am I going to review this show? I'm going to start off by giving it the rating at this jump. So out of 10, this show is definitely a 5 or 4.5. You feel me? Out of 5 stars, this is a 2. Okay, let's start off with that. That's what I'm giving the rating. And I'm going to go by each couple and each individual. And then I'm going to go and give you the rating again. So I'll give you my analysis. I'm going to do the reunion special. I'm going to do that especially on Patreon. So go on my Patreon if you want to see the reunion special, my reaction to that. But let's talk about it, man. First and foremost, what is The Ultimatum? Okay, so it is a social experiment that gives each contestant, each couple, each group of couples a trial relationship. They get to be out of relationship and they get in a relationship with somebody else, another couple, right? And then they they come back to their original couple and decide if they want to marry or move on. It's literally an ultimatum. They get a trial relationship with another person and they have to decide, do I stay married to this person, do I move on? Now, hey, I know what you're thinking. Very dumb concept. Why? Because it's definitely putting relationships to the test. And why would you put your relationship to the test? Because your relationship was not already solid in the very beginning. Okay, people in solid relationships don't do this petty, I'm gonna give you a hall pass, go have fun type ish, unless that was established at the very beginning. Okay, so basically The Ultimatum. Okay, well, let's find out though. Let us find out. Let's go couple by couple and let's see what happened. This is spoilers, so you know what it is. Let's talk about it. Jake and April. Right now, I'm gonna start off by saying, first and foremost, Jake was a little too mature for this show. Jake was a little too grown up for this show, and his relationship with April was already on the rocks, meaning they should not have been together. April, I'm telling you right now, is incredibly annoying. April is incredibly annoying. And I'm very happy they didn't get together because this was a train wreck waiting to happen. Now look, did I think April made it entertaining? Absolutely. But April is an insufferable person, man. She's not somebody most men should marry. She's great for somebody, not for most men. Jake himself, I believe that Jake was actually too soft and too going along with April to the point where he didn't even want to be there. You know what I mean? So April is the one who proposed the ultimatum. Let's try this trial marriage or let's split up. I can give April this one thing. She's bold and she's very confident. Something that Jake at sometimes lacks. He's not very bold, and sometimes he comes off almost too meek, right? And that's how he got dragged into the show. He didn't want to be there. He did not want to be there. Ironically, he ends up with Ray at the very end of the show, which, hey, you know what I'm saying? That this 180 backfired on April. It is what it is. Let's talk about Colby and Madeline now. First and foremost, Colby, he's the one who gave the ultimatum with Madeline, and he also is the only person who specifically pulled through the marriage and kept it going and actually got a marriage in the show. This shows you how trash this concept is and how weak all the other couples were. And I'm gonna say this right now, Colby and Madeline are a weak couple. I'm saying it right now. Colby wanted to have an ultimatum, and he wanted to go out there and see what's out there, right? And because he got jealous of Madeline and Randall, he decided to rush his wedding. He decided to rush his marriage. He decided to get his girl Madeline pregnant because he was so scared and intimidated. This is the concept of jealousy that we're going to see in this show a lot. Right? Now, talk about Zay and Ray. Now, first and foremost, I thought that Zay would be my favorite character or person in the show. And I say character accurately because I think a lot of these people were acting, especially in front of the camera. Zay very much disappointed me because he has that Will Smith issue, which is he doesn't know how to properly control his emotions, right? And that's why I believe Ray offered the ultimatum. Why is that? Because Ray, she was tired of Zay being unstable and not being solid. Zay got way too over emotional, way too charged in so many scenes that I'm like, bruh, how can you even control your household, man? How can you control your relationship? How can you lead anyone if you can't control your impulses, your anger, or your over emotion? It's good to be emotional as a man at a certain level, for sure. But you're more emotional than your girl sometimes. Actually, most of the time, right? You let little petty arguments with Shanique get you so roughed up that you ruin situations, bro. That's not cool. And he had a lot of immaturity with him. You know what I mean? I'm going to talk about that in the reunion special as well. Y'all go check me out on Patreon. Don't forget to like the video. I'm going in. So for me, I thought Zay would be a lot better than this, but he disappointed me. He wasn't what he was portraying to be, right? Now for Ray, she's super jealous as well. You know what I mean? And it's really, really ironic how she got mad at Zay for small things that he didn't even do when she's out here making out with Jake. You feel me? It is super, super corny, super lame. This couple was destined to fail from Jump Street. What are they? They are a couple that's a friends with benefits that lasted too long, bro. You ever had a friends with benefits and it goes way longer than you expected? That's exactly what Zay and Ray are. They weren't even really a couple. I don't even think they really knew much about each other. They just liked having sex with each other. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes that's the whole basis of a relationship, right? Now, my favorite person on this show, my dog Randall. Randall was way too mature for this show. Randall was way too self-aware for this show. He shouldn't be on the show, bro. He shouldn't be on any reality show because this man should just be out here living life and enjoying the fruits of his labor. He's the one person who, out of all of this show, mentioned finances and marriage, maturity. He's the one person in this show who actually talked about emotional connections and marriage, maturity level high as fuck. You know what I mean? And he was seeing Shanique. Now, Shanique is the sexiest woman on this show. She is absolutely beautiful. She is beautiful. She's gorgeous. The things I would do to this woman, I can't even mention in this video, bro. It's borderline illegal. You know what I mean? Illegal. Hey, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Shanique is sexy as hell. So she's the one who proposed the ultimatum, right? And as you see in the show, you start to realize why she did it. She did it because she's not mature. She did it because she was wanting to test Randall, right? And these are the stupid, subtle games that some girls play. It's so stupid, right? The simple fact is Randall could have been with Madeline. She wanted him. Randall could have been with Shanique. She wanted him. Randall could have been with a lot of women because Randall has something that a lot of these dudes in this show and a lot of dudes in society don't have, which is thinking at a higher plane, at a higher level, right? He's not surface level, right? Which a lot of the show is. It's surface level. You know what I mean? This is why I gave it such a trash rating, because this is a trash show. But you know what? I gotta give props to the producers of the show, because they saw what the Kardashians did. They saw what some of these reality shows do. Real Housewives, Bachelor, Bachelorette, all of them are trash, but these become so trash that they're good and entertaining. Okay, that's where Randall comes in. Randall is above this show, right? He's above this show. But he decided to get in the mess, and when you see him in scenes with certain other individuals, with like an April, with like a Colby, with like a Zay or Ray, you're like, oh, everybody here's retarded. Okay, I don't want to use that word. Everybody here is dumb. Okay? Yeah. And the thing about Shanique is that she's not necessarily dumb. It's just that she wanted to test their relationship with the ultimatum. She wanted to rush the marriage, because I think that Shanique is the type of woman who has a specific vision of her life, and if it doesn't fit the cards, then she don't want it, right? Quickly, I'm gonna talk about it on the reunion episode on Patreon. Y'all check the link in bio. I'm probably gonna do it tomorrow. Ultimately, Shanique realizes around the end that, hey, it ain't always better on the other side, right? And for me, I think that she was so quote unquote boss bitch or boss babe that she was not really understanding or trying to look at Randall's side. She was in her masculine energy most of the show, right? As opposed to being in a very feminine energy. And Zay even called her out on it, right? She wanted to lead 99% of the time, right? So this is one of the reasons that Randall, even himself, liked Madeline a lot, because Madeline was goo gaga for him, and it feels good to be wanted, especially from your partner. Now let's talk about the irrelevant people. So these are the people, Hunter and Alexis. So Hunter and Alexis, they didn't really do the experiment because they got married while Hunter proposed to Alexis at the ultimatum phase of the episode, where they do the trial marriage. Didn't really know or meet much about Hunter, but Alexis, she was very prominent in the first few episodes because she looks extremely plastic. I don't know about y'all, but she's unattractive to me. Some people might be into that, and hell no, that plastic blonde look, nah man, nah bruh, nah, it was not it. But despite her looks, I'm not going to be a bully or be disrespectful. She looked weird. I'm sorry guys, she looked really, really strange, my G. Bro, like what? Yeah, weird looking chick, man. My God. But anyways, man, shouts out to them. I liked a little bit of Alexis's personality because she was blunt and straightforward, especially during the reunion. But she proposed the ultimatum, and she seemed like she wanted things to go fast, and it was also kind of a test, almost like Shanique in a way. But the difference is that Alexis just wanted things to go a specific way. I think that she wanted to marry Hunter, and I think I'm just gonna say it right now. She gives me major gold digger vibes. She might not be. She might generally be into Hunter, but a lot of people make an idealized view of love and relationships and marriage and don't know about the reality of it, right? It seems like Alexis and Shanique are the type of people who think about the wedding more than the actual marriage, the honeymoon spot more than the actual marriage. And those are the vibes I was getting, right? And a lot of people commented this as well. So for me, when I think about Alexis and Hunter, I think surface level, right? I think of, oh, this is why this show is trash, because it is very, very surface level. Alexis within the first episode is annoying, right? And she's super arrogant for the simple fact that Colby doesn't want her, right? So in this show, you get to see a lot of angles, and you get to see that, hey, these couples shouldn't be together. I'm telling you right now, none of these couples should be together, right? The ones who started the ultimatum, right? None of them. Alexis and Hunter, even though they got married, I don't think they're the best couple. I don't even think they're strong. You feel me? And then we go finally to the last couple, which is Nate and Lauren. First and foremost, Nate is the one who chose the ultimatum. It's also noted that Nate is the oldest person in this cast. He's 30 years old and he wants to start a family. His girl Lauren does not. She's not interested in children. Now that's a big part of a relationship, especially when you're 30, you're getting a bit older. It's okay to say that's a non-negotiable and move on, right? But this weirdo, as soon as he saw that Colby was gonna go for Lauren, he decided to propose. Why? Because he's jealous. And this just shows you how whack and dumb the show is. It just shows you how surface level this show is. It shows you how you know what, this is McDonald's, bro. This is McDonald's, and at the end of the day, right, you go to McDonald's but you feel so terrible after eating it because you done messed up your whole system. You done messed up your whole healthy gains. You gained a few pounds. It's a waste, but goddamn, it tastes good. Them junior chickens taste good, man. Oh my god, the Big Mac with extra Big Mac sauce tastes damn good. So I gave you an overview of the couples, right? Now, though a few couples went on trial marriages. Jake and Ray, Colby and April, Zay and Shanique, Randall and Madeline, right? So what happened? Those couples, all of them split except Jake and Ray. Interesting. Jake and Ray. Now, I'm going to let y'all know what happened at the reunion, but the only people who had a relationship, who kept something, is Jake and Ray, right? But then when everybody came back together, right, what happened? Meaning Jake came back with April, the original couple. They split at the end. Colby and Madeline, the original couple, they actually got married. Respect. Zay and Ray, obviously they split. Randall and Shanique, they got engaged. Hunter and Alexis, Nate and Lauren, of course, they're still engaged. But what does this tell you? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 couples, right? 4 that actually did the experiment. None of them survived to their original matchup except for 1, right? Out of 4, only 1 survived. This is 25%. What does that tell you about the whole concept of the show? It is stupid. And these were couples that were already gonna break up in the beginning, right? So guess what we have to do? We have to give a heavy round of applause for these producers for finding flawed, effed up couples to exploit on TV. I have to give a major shout of applause for Nick and Vanessa Lachey for presenting pure dog poop in 4K and making me entertained for a series of about 9 hours. Okay? And I gotta give it up to these contestants because they were definitely acting, they were definitely exaggerating, they were definitely all trash except for beautiful Queen Shanique, because she just looks good. She's very pleasant on the eyes. Not a good person, not somebody you want to date long term or even marry. And shouts out to Randall for enduring this nonsense. But let me know what y'all think, man. This is a 20-minute video. I done went in big, baby JTV. Like, comment, sub, road to 1K, and I'm out, bro.